my GMV is at $123,800.
I see a lot of people making the mistake of they get on TikTok Shop, they think it's like Amazon.
Literally anybody can do this.
What were you using to research? What were you doing that helped you research what you needed to do in order to have this success? Welcome to Brands Meet Creators, the channel where we help content creators grow and succeed and connect with brands. On our channel, you will find interviews with top creators and TikTok Shop affiliates, and you will learn tips and tutorials on how to grow and succeed as a content creator. Whether you're a new creator or you've been doing this a long time and you just want to learn more, I'm excited to have you here, so let's dive into today's video. Hello everyone, I am so excited because today we have another amazing TikTok Shop creator who is crushing it, and it's so inspiring. I know this is going to inspire you. I know she's going to inspire me myself. So her name is Kinley. She goes by Kin. Thank you so much for being here. Can you tell us something about you and also share with us how long you've been on TikTok Shop, because you are just crushing it right now?
First and foremost, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited to be doing this with you guys. So yeah, something about me. I was born and raised in a really teeny tiny town in Texas. And I grew up really, really rich in love, but very poor monetarily. And so I kind of had that mindset my whole life. And last year in August, so August of 2023, I started on TikTok, just a regular schmegular account. Like, everybody else is making money in this whole digital marketing thing. So if they can, I can kind of thing. And that absolutely blew up. But as far as TikTok Shop goes, so I started a brand new account on July the 6th. So just started this account July the 6th of 24, got accepted to TikTok Shop on July 29th, posted my first video, and I was not consistent. I was nervous. I was like, what am I doing? I'm picking at these little straws. But from my bigger account, I knew I needed to research. I needed to figure some things out before I really hit the ground running. My very first video was the 29th of July and did not really get consistent until September. So September is when I actually was like, we're doing this every day.
We're recording this on September 30th, which means that was 2 months ago that you actually got on TikTok Shop. 2 months? Like, that is such a short time frame for you to have so much success. Can you share what your GMV has been and like the commissions that you've made?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously July 29th, I posted my first video and that didn't really generate anything. I mean, let's be realistic. It doesn't work that way.
No.
And then in August, I made less than $300, which was totally okay. Like I said, I was not consistent. I was not pushing for this. And then towards the end of August, coming into September, like I said, I was like, it's go time. We're going to make this happen. If other people can, you can. I just need you to get your head straight and I need you to work. Let me look at these numbers because it blows my mind. So as of right now, the month of September, my GMV is at $123,800.
Wow.
So just from September the 1st until today, we're at 123.8 and my estimated commission is at 21.5K.
So
Just this.
$21,000
Yeah.
because of a decision you made 2 months ago. I do say you started 2 months ago because it takes time. Like you said, it wasn't like you posted a video and then like all of a sudden everything was like rocking and rolling. Like, that is not the majority of what happened. That's usually not what happens. Sometimes it takes people 2 years to be consistent till they get in the flow of things. But you said you researched. What were you using to research? What were you doing that helped you research what you needed to do in order to have the success?
I know this isn't realistic for a lot of other people because a lot of other people do have full-time jobs. But because of my bigger account, TikTok has been my full-time job since that one took off within 2 months as well. So within 2 months of starting that account, I was able to quit both of my jobs and take on TikTok full-time. So I guess you could say I'm a go-getter, but I am a TikTok nerd. I am a study freak. I am watching other people's content. I am looking at their hooks. I'm looking at their value. I'm looking at their CTAs, looking at their products. I'm checking out product selection scores. I want to know what's performing and what's not. And I honestly thrive off of looking up to bigger creators who are seeing that success. Obviously, you've got Mike, who just crushes it. But there's so many others in the space that I really look up to, and all of their advice, their tips and tricks, I listen and I implement. That's what a lot of people I think are kind of missing, is that we have to follow suit. Yeah, we've definitely got to put our own spin on it, and we've got to be authentic and genuine to ourselves in the way that we create content, and just make ourselves stand out from the crowd, because it is a big crowd. It's really hard to do. But if you can find your voice in all of that and follow suit the way that they have, and take their tips and tricks and implement them into your own strategies, it's going to happen. It's inevitable, as long as you're consistent.
Oh, wow. That is so inspiring. I think the framework of it all is like what you're saying. It's like the outline of it is it works. And then you as a creative with your uniqueness is what you fill in the inside parts. And that's where you can really thrive as a creator and not be copying, but like be inspired.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many videos have you posted in September? So you've made 21,000 over 21K in commission. How much have you been posting every day? Your full-time job is TikTok right now. So like how often are you posting?
So every single day without fail.
If you are a TikTok Shop affiliate and you want to maximize your earnings, we want to send you our free TikTok Shop newsletter. In the newsletter, you will get the latest tips, trending hooks, insider updates, all delivered straight to your inbox. And you can even unlock bonus commission on the hottest trending products. All you have to do is sign up using the link below.
My best friend's wedding was actually this past weekend, and I was the maid of honor. And it's the only day that I didn't post 3 videos a day this month. So every single day, it's 3 videos a day, no matter what, no excuses. But being a maid of honor, like, I had no time to breathe. So there was just no chance. But I mean, we got home yesterday and I knocked out 3 videos immediately. Like, pick your products, make your content, edit it, get it out there. The more that we show up and the more that we put in, the more chances we have. And this platform is free. This is free advertising. And the fact that these brands are allowing us to make a commission off of their products, literally anybody can do this. You just have to.
Yeah, you just have to show up basically. Are you creating the same products, like multiple videos about the same kind of products? Like, do you have like 2 to 3 products that you focus on, or what's your strategy in terms of that? Because I see a lot of people making the mistake of they get on TikTok Shop, they think it's like Amazon, so they get a ton of different products and make it like one video per product, and they're like, oh, it's not working. Let me do a different product. But I don't know. I'm curious what your experience has been with all of that.
Yeah. So I have found that my page really loves shoes. And I don't know if it's the audience or if it's just me and the algorithm vibing, because I am a shoe girly. I need to throw a lot away because I just keep getting more and more. But I repetitively post about the same products. If I get new ones in, obviously I'm going to post about them and I'm going to make a few videos on them. But I'm trying to see which videos are taking off every single time. And it's Hey Dude for me right now. So it's the Hey Dude slides, it's the Hey Dude glitters, it's the Hey Dude men's. The men's videos at like 400,000 views and going crazy. Every time I post about Hey Dudes, no matter if it's the men's or the glitters or the slides, they get really good views and I get really good feedback on them. But I'm not making the same video. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people, if they get a viral video, they feel like they should use the same hook or they should use the same concept or something like that. I do change it up. I make sure it's different than the one I posted prior, but still showcasing and highlighting like what I love about them and why I think they're so great. So the majority of the money that I've made this month, my GMV, is Hey Dude and Liquid IV. Because my Liquid IV video actually went viral before the Hey Dudes did. And whoa.
Wow. So it's like 2 main products that are really generating all that for you.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of Hey Dudes, let's watch your video because I want to share it. I want people to see the video that is getting you all this money, and I want to hear what you think is causing all of the success.
Ladies, you're never going to catch me in a normal Hey Dude, but these slip-ons, we're having a moment. We're having a moment. These are suede. How nice. I love that this comes out. And for those of you who absolutely need to wear socks, I have a trick for you. So take it out, a little sock, and you're going to put the sock on it upside down, right? That way it feels like you're wearing a sock. Okay. Bear with me. I'm trying to do this as fast as I possibly can. So you put the sock on upside down with the hole on the bottom so that obviously we're not stepping on that all day. slip it right back inside. It's actually got this lip right here that helps you to like keep your shoe on, but it also will hold that in there. So now you have a little sock. We just have a moment for how cute they are though. Like they're so easy, so fashionable. I love that they're a platform because your girl is only 5'4", so this gives me a little bit of height. But regardless, dress them up, dress them down, so freaking cute. You can get them in the orange cart right here, and they do come in a couple of different colors. So go ahead and grab yours for this fall.
Oh my gosh. So good. Okay, you did a lot of good things. I want to hear what do you think is driving all the sales right now?
Being honest, that I'm not a hey dude girly. First and foremost, like I'm coming in here and I'm saying I'm not wearing hey dudes. Like that's not my style. That's not my thing. And then saying like, look at these. This is different. This is a different story. So it automatically gets their attention. Like, oh, you know what? I'm not really a hey dude girl either, but these are different. So I do that. Then I do the double hook. I have my initial, and then within 15 seconds, I'm going, here's a sock hat. And I'm taking them through that whole entire process. So I'm keeping it engaging. I'm sparking that interest with them throughout. Then I pin out to me doing a full look with the outfit and then the CTA at the end. I'm putting in as much as I possibly can into that small amount of time.
I think everything you just said is exactly what made it not only go viral, but like get so many sales. Because let's say I am a Hey Dude fan and you're like, Hey Dudes aren't my style. I would be like, why not? You know, but it's relatable. It's either you're relating to people who aren't into them or you're relating to people. They're gonna try to fight you and be like, they're cool, they're comfortable, but then you like say you like them. So then you also get that audience involved too. And the hack is unreal. That hack was I literally my jaw was, like, on the floor because I was like, "That's such a good hack." I would have never thought of doing that. Love that. So much
I've been
better than
doing that forever because I
Really?
hate socks. I grew up in Texas. I love to be barefoot. I don't want to wear shoes unless I have to. And then I have like 100 pair. But
Where in Texas are you from?
we're about an hour outside of Austin. So we're in Lampasas. So
Okay.
teeny tiny Texas.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm from Texas too, so it was but I love socks. So
I
see,
like
but
them in the fall and the winter, but like wearing them with my shoes, I pull the insole out every time. I'm not doing it.
that's so funny, and I'm sure so many people relate to that. So it was relatable, you were fast, you were always doing something. That's the thing, like, you mentioned Mike's open loop, keeping the loops open and keeping that, like, next hook in, such a great strategy, but you also were engaging and you switched up the angles, you weren't just talking about it, like, you showed it on, like you said, you had that call to action. The call to action is so underestimated,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't know why more people don't use it. It's the simplest thing, and you did that. And so you sold me on those shoes also because it didn't feel like you were trying to sell me on the shoes, you know?
Right. Right.
So
And I think that's such an important thing. Like we have to love what we're selling and that comes through. Because I really do, like I love those shoes so much. I bought a second pair. I bought them in the black leather too because I freaking love them. And I feel like especially with TikTok, excuse my language, but people can smell bullshit from a mile away. Like we know when you're faking us. We know we're being sold to constantly. So you've got to love that product if you actually want to sell it. And I think that's a really important aspect of it too, is I actually really love the shoes.
yeah, that's such a good thing to bring up. So many people try to just use products that they can get a free sample with. And I'm like, are you excited about it? If you're not excited about it, not only are you not going to enjoy it, but people aren't going to enjoy watching it because we can smell it. Like we can tell through the screen who's being authentic. And I like was sold on your authenticity and your authentic excitement. And like I'm also 5'4", so I was like, I need that platform as well. It was just
These, they're perfect.
they're beautiful, like, they looked so good on you, so, yeah, I don't think you missed anything, I think you had it right. I do have a question. Going into the video, did you purposefully, like did you script that? Were you just, like, in the moment? How do you prep for your content?
So I am not a batcher at all. Even on my big page, I cannot batch create content. It comes through inauthentic for me. Like it's got to be right here in my head, and I've just got to get it on the tripod and press record and just go. So it's always just a freestyle. Whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Um, should I probably study hooks more and play around more for some of my videos? Probably. But for the most part, it's all just free flowing. Like I'm just inspired by the product and ready to create content. And I know that I have to. So I just press record and go.
I do the same thing. And I think that there are no right or wrong ways to do things. Like I do know people who batch. I know people who prefer to study the hooks and kind of repeat those hooks and it works. And I applaud them. I think that that's amazing. But there are times whenever I'm like, I just need to press record and go. And that's how I get that authenticity. So it's cool to hear you say that that's what works for you. And I think that it's cool that you're like, okay, these are the products I'm creating content around. I know my audience and me love my shoes. And so I think those are all really good things. It's simple, so it's good for people to hear how simple it can be. I do have a question, like if there was something that you've struggled with, what piece of advice would you give creators who might be struggling with that same thing? Because this is, you're only 2 months in, right? So this is very new for you. So what is something that you've struggled with and how would you get through that or how would you recommend somebody else get through that?
So I think the biggest thing for me, both on my bigger account and this one too, is I get a lot of hate. I get a lot of hate comments. And I had bariatric surgery 2 years ago, right? So I am a weight loss surgery patient and I've lost a little over 100 pounds. So there are many, many days where I get, you need to eat a cheeseburger, you need to eat something, you look anorexic, you look sick, you look disgusting, somebody needs to feed you, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, in the beginning, it was hard. It was tough because it's like, well, do I defend myself? Do I openly come out and just tell everybody like, hey, I'm a bariatric patient. Like I'm trying. My doctors are happy. I'm happy. My blood work's great. Like I'm good. I'm super healthy. At the end of the day, I just had to let it roll off my back and grow a thicker skin. And realistically, nobody else is paying our bills. Nobody else is taking care of us. So unless it's your spouse or it is your family members that are leaving those hateful comments, that's why we have a block button. It's the best thing in the world. I just have a block party all day. I'm like, oh, you hate me? Let me block you. Oh, you think I'm disgusting? Let me block you. You want to be really hateful? Let me block you. And I just move on with my day. At the end of the day, I'm trying to build something that's life changing for me and my family, but I'm also trying to inspire other people that they can do the exact same thing. And I'm growing a community and I need them to know me and like me and trust me. And the best way for me to do that is to keep showing up and not letting that hate stop me in the process. I know there's a lot of people who won't post because they're scared of what other people are going to think or what other people are going to say. You can't. I don't know if you've ever seen that tattoo of that girl and it just says let them. And her mother told her like, at the end of the day, let them. Whatever people think about you, let them, and then move on. That struck a chord with me when I saw it, and I was like, you know what? She's right. Let them. That's it.
It's beautiful. That's so inspiring. And I know everybody deals with the hate comments. It's not easy. I also love that you said block party because there's block parties back in the day when you would get together with your neighbors, and then there's a block party where you're like, block, like you're on that game show, The Circle, and you're like, I'm blocking you.
Yeah.
So I think it's so empowering to hear that because it is so simple to block out the haters. And I know some people love responding to those comments, and I think that's a good strategy. And I know some people who refuse to because it's only going to attract more people like them to your content. So you just have to do what's best for you, what's best for your mental health. And it sounds like you are. And it
Yeah.
sounds like you're just like thriving right now. And I'm so happy. And I'm so happy
Thank
that you're with like
you.
Brands Meet creators and that we get to even see a part of what you're doing. And I want to see more. Where could we follow you? Where could I tell everybody to go find your content?
So my at name is it's Kenley.altum. It's just super simple. At it's it's Kenley.altum.
Do you want
And
to spell that?
yeah, yeah. So ITS, so it's and then KEN like Nancy, LYE, a period, and then Altum is ALTU and like Mary. So that's
Perfect.
where you can find me. Come show me love and be my friend.
And bye, hey dudes.
Let me be your cheerleader.
I love it. Is there anything else you want to share with everybody who's listening to this right now?
I didn't think I could do this when I first started my other account. I was like, maybe I can, but maybe I can't. But you can. Literally anybody can. You've just got to want it. And the biggest thing that you have to remember is TikTok really loves consistency and engagement. I have clients that I coach and mentor on a weekly basis. And what I tell them every single phone call whenever we're getting off is 1%. I just want you to be 1% better than you were yesterday. That's all I ask of you. 1%. But I want you to show up every single day, and I want you to give yourself a chance to change your life, because if I can, you can. And I'll leave it at that, because it's true. If I can, anybody can.
That's lovely. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy you took time to chat with me and share this with all of us. And I'm really excited to see your continued success.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. It
Of
was so
course. Of
fun.
course. Yes. I'm really looking forward to everything. And if anybody's watching this and you want to know more about Brands Meet Creators or our agency or anything like that, you can check the description below. And we'll see you in the next video.